Hello, my name is Alice Linahan, and while I serve as Vice President of Women on the Wall, today I am here representing myself as a Texas mom who has dedicated over a decade to researching and educating parents about the fundamental transformation happening in our education system, particularly with respect to the increasing role of technology in the classroom. We're now living in an age of Novus Capitis. Novus meaning new, Capitis meaning capital. I'm here today to urge you to examine not only the impact of social media platforms on our children, but also the profound effect of technology platforms and one-to-one devices used in Texas classrooms. These are the issues that should be at the forefront leading to this session, not government-regulated school choice. All children in education are in those choices are at risk. As we've heard from earlier testimony, algorithms present a significant problem. But what can Texas do? I ask you to take a hard and honest look at legislation that has already been passed, as well as the policies and no-bid contracts executed by the Texas Education Agency under Commissioner Mike Morath for the curriculum development and instructional materials. Specifically, I want to highlight how Texas children are being exposed to risk through OER, artificial intelligence used for scoring assessments, online virtual learning platforms, and the shift in the Texas Essential Knowledge and Skills away from academics to values, beliefs, and behaviors. I hope you'll give me one more second. The prime example is Amplify, which served as the pilot for the state-owned curriculum Bluebonnet. Texas students have already been subject to inappropriate content, including pornography, through these piloted programs implemented in our schools. Those children will never get those years back. Where's the accountability on the TEA? Was that just a glitch? My question is simple. Why is it acceptable to use Texas students as guinea pigs for experimental software programs? HB 1605 was falsely marketed as a pen and paper curriculum after it was exposed. Transformational social emotional learning is mandated in Texas by Senate Bill 123. That's why districts are using software programs to assess whether a child is happy or sad. The data is being collected on our children. In conclusion, I urge you to critically evaluate the technology being used in our classrooms. Look into the data collection policies and influence of artificial intelligence in assessments and the educational value or lack thereof of these digital platforms. Most importantly, listen to the voices of parents and educators who know firsthand how this technology transformation is affecting our children. Lastly, I hope someone will ask me to read a short excerpt from The Age of Surveillance Capitalism. It's a very powerful excerpt. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for your testimony. After we hear from each witness, we'll come back with questions, and so thank you. Ms. Linahan, you wanted to read something to us?
It's just a short excerpt, and I encourage you to read this thick book. It's The Age of Surveillance Capitalism. She writes, "When I speak to my children or an audience of young people, I try to alert them to the historically contingent nature of the thing that has us. By calling attention to ordinary values and expectations before surveillance capitalism began its campaign of psychic numbing. It is not okay to have to hide in your own life. It is not normal. I tell them it is not okay to spend your lunchtime conversations comparing software that will camouflage you and protect you from continuous unwanted invasion, 5 trackers blocked, 4 trackers blocked, 59 tractors blocked, facial features scrambled, voice disguise. I tell them that the word search has meant a daring existential journey, not a finger tap to already existing answers. That friend is an embodied mystery that can be forged only face to face and heart to heart, and that recognition is the glimmer of homecoming we experience in our beloved's face, not facial recognition. I say that it is not okay to have our best instincts for connection, empathy, and information exploited by draconian quid pro quo that holds these goods hostage to the pervasive strip search of our lives. It is not okay for every move, emotion, utterance, and desire to be cataloged, manipulated, and then used to serendipitously hurt us through the future for the sake of someone else's profit. These things are brand new, I tell them. They are unprecedented. They should not take them for granted because they are not okay. Shoshona Zubrov. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you each. The fact that there were no questions probably indicates that you're being heard, and each of you has elucidated something that we touched on earlier to some extent. So thank you for providing some content, and